Well, this is it. Nothing needs to be added. Nothing needs to be invented by ourselves. It felt ready.
Yeah, I think it's the most clear and beautiful little pearl of a script that I ever read. I was very moved by it, and also like laughing out loud, lol, as you say nowadays. And it felt like very, very Kaurismäki, but also I was very somehow moved by the story of these two people. But maybe the pride and the sense of not giving up, even though you have a lot of disappointments, and there's a sense of taking a risk still. They're both in their 40s, and there's still a little chance of maybe finding love. Mm-hmm. And then when they see each other, it's almost like destiny that they have to deal with it somehow. And then they deal with it without spoiling the movie, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess they like solitude. Very solitary people. Mm. And they've built themselves this world of solitude. There are no youngsters, no teenagers. And the courage, and it takes a lot of courage to break that solitude and give love a chance. So it was, how would I put it? Like it felt that I really want to do this. I really want to be that guy. I really want to be in those situations where he has to break that wall of solitude.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't see his movies when I was a kid, but of course it's been present. He's been, as a character, Aki Kaurismäki has been very much present in the Finnish society somehow. He has bars in Helsinki and making very good and important statements. And then his movies and his art that is so strong and original. So I guess in Finland you can't escape him. No. And you don't want to.
But at the same time, when growing up under influence of Kaurismäki, and at some point you end up being an actor or actress in Finland, I felt that I will never be in Kaurismäki movie. In some way he is in some different dimension or something like that. So when you first meet the guy, you're wondering, he's real. He is truly real. So he's a very...
And he's very real.
Yeah, very lovable, warm guy and funny. So. Well, we had lunch together. We hadn't met each other proper before that lunch, and we neither one did meet Aki before that special occasion. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Did we talk about the movie at all? We just it was kind of a get to know each other.
Yeah, we talked about the forest and the political situation and the growing of asparagus.
Yeah.
And he presented the idea of the script or the idea of the movie. But yeah, it was like this first encounter.
Well, it was like a journey to old-fashioned movie making. Aki uses this 35mm film camera, and I personally hadn't ever before filmed anything with a proper film camera, so it was quite exciting. And Aki said before we started that usually I go with one take only, and if you mess it up we have 2 takes.
No pressure.
So I guess it was like nerve-wracking at first, but at the same time, when people around us were so concentrated and so focused on those sets and those scenes, and everybody knew that this is like a one take only type of situation, so it was very concentrated. I guess after the first week it got a bit easier. The first week it was quite a nerve-wracking.
But I felt it was like rock and roll somehow, like really, and also following these guys just to watch them work. They've been working and doing movies together for such a long time, so it was very somehow beautiful to see how they work together. And it was maybe the most quiet set I've been on, and very warm and funny at the same time, but just this concentration that Jussi was talking about, and then the skill, the high level of skill, that the one take is not only for the actors, it's for the lights, the props, everything has to work, and to get all this to work together. It's shot in Helsinki for the most part, and you can really find all these bars and streets and yards and places. And it feels like Helsinki in itself is a very strong character in all of Aki Kaurismäki's movies, and the changing city. And you see that as well. You have some modern elements, but then you have places where time almost stood still. And he has this ability to find these really extraordinary mixes of time layers.
Yeah. The cities are always developing, and I guess that's something that Aki wants to witness, and he wants to like capture those moments.
No, it's beyond words, I guess. That's what happens when lightning strikes, as you say. What I like about Ansa is well, a lot of things, but she has this sense of pride, and she doesn't take any shit, if I speak bluntly. And then she's still vulnerable, and she has an open heart, even though it might be painful. And this is an ability I really admire. It takes a lot of courage.
Mm-hmm. Well, I love Holappa. I just adore him. And what's great about him is that nobody knows his first name. And to read from a script that there is this character that doesn't have a first name, that tells a lot from that character. That not even his best and only friend doesn't know his first name. So it sounds a bit sad, but at the same time it tells that this is he's a solitary man. He likes his solitude, and in this story he has to break that solitude. He needs, and he has the courage to do that. And I think it was like a great opportunity to have a chance to be that guy.
Well, it's beautiful, and we shouldn't maybe spoil what they're gonna see and how they experience it, but it's also, I guess, Aki's tribute to cinema and his heroes, and but this is hard to talk about without spoiling it too much. But I agree that it's a very important place. Everything is very Finnish about it. The humor, the ability to say so much with so few words, and I mean the drinking is also a very Finnish way of dealing with life, can be. But then how that transforms into something very universal, so that people in France or Japan or Germany feel related to it when you are that original. That's one of Aki Kaurismäki's, I guess, superpowers, that he has this fantastic talent.
Well, I think so, and I think it's nice for a viewer to look at people and they are not saying anything, and I think it's that is quite Finnish, actually, that people can sit like we are sitting here, and we wouldn't need to say anything necessarily, and that is something that is part of like Finnish culture, truly.
That's true.
You don't need to like fill the space with words or telling how you feel.
You try to find a common silence, and that's a very strong way of being together, and that says a lot about a friendship or a relationship. When you don't have to talk, then it really means something.
Yeah, and at that point, the viewer has a chance to really look at those people and look into those people's eyes. What are they thinking? That's a tough question.
You need to be silent about it. I mean, every director is so different. Eine gute Frage. I think it's very good if you find a non-verbal way of communicating with any director. Yeah. Actually, that could be a good goal, and then you reach so far with. I mean, it's about chemistry and trust and all of these things. Now I'm explaining things, and maybe these things can't be explained. She's a natural talent.
Very gifted.
Yeah, hardworking colleague, disciplined, with a good sense of humor. Yeah. No, she's great, and she has a sense of timing. That's very impressive, actually. Yeah, now we had some coffees together and got to know each other, and then some sausage in the pocket, and I got to know what kind of sausage she likes, and these important things that you need to know about your co-stars.
Well, I loved the first encounter where these two lonely people meet, and it's a truly amazing moment.
They are so shy.
Yeah.
And still they.
This is like the shyest love story.
Yeah.
Shyest romantic comedy ever.
Yeah. Oh, there were so many. I mean, I loved each and every moment of doing this film, but one time I really did laugh a lot was when Ansa was cooking for Holappa, and she's not a great chef at all, and then I had an accident with spices. So, yeah, but that was cut out.
That was too much comedy.
There was too much, yes. Yes, the whole jar of spices, these mixed grill spices, like just fell into the cut. Yeah.
Well, of course, well, he doesn't take many takes, not many angles, so that's why the rhythm in the scenes and rhythm of the lines is very important. And of course we went through them, and Aki, he was very precise.
Yeah.
How he wanted them, how he wanted us to do them, and sometimes he showed walk here and say the line and look that way. And so it was quite easy actually. Just do what you said to do.
So it's all very pure. So it's all about taking away what's not needed and to dare to take away as much as possible somehow.
I absolutely love Huotari, who's the friend of Holap, and he has some issues with his age. and he's quite a lovable, adorable guy.
He is. Oh,
and he's a good and a very good singer too.
Yeah, someone should discover him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I also love this woman at the bar where Ansa is working. And I mean, how can you find a persona like that? It's a time freezer.
Well,
nothing. They have a lot of struggles. There's hope. There are all the ingredients of a classic love story. The take on it is original, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe this is a bit more tragic than a love stories usually are, but love stories are tragic.
Yeah, they are. It's like Chekhov.
I don't know. Just another love story.
It's just another love story. And we need more of those, desperately.